talk about the cozy things that I'm looking forward to in this Christmas season. I just wanted to have some Christmas content up for you. This is going to be a pretty casual video because I do have a rough outline kind of the foods that I'm especially looking forward to, but I don't have anything super laid out. So I guess I will go in order. And so to me, almost the Christmas Eve food is maybe more exciting than the Christmas Day food, because the Christmas dinner that my family has, my side of the family, not my husband's, because we alternate. We'll do 1 year we do Christmas with my family, 1 year Christmas with his. But the Christmas dinner food has never been consistent with my family. We kind of try different things in different years. And so the Christmas Eve food has always been consistent. And my family does a Christmas Eve kind of buffet. And then we, although not as adults anymore, but the grandchildren now are given Christmas PJs on Christmas Eve and a book, which is very in keeping also with the Icelandic Christmas book flood tradition. But the thing that we don't do that I wish we did do was sit and just read books for the evening. But there's just lots of busyness happening. So anyhow, Christmas Eve, and I love the kind of nibbly finger foods. And I love having like a nibbly lunch where you have some chips and maybe some ham and some fruit, some baby carrots, some peanuts. I just love that. I love that kind of meal where you have such a variety. And also, Japanese bento boxes. I love having variety like that. So one of my favorite things are these sausage balls that are, you have some Bisquick, you have some cheese and sausage, obviously. I think this is a more southern kind of treat. Now, I did make a discovery a couple years ago, and that is that they never have had enough sausage with the recipe that we use. So I started adding 1.5 the amount of sausage in it, and it really elevated it. I did see on the Southern Living Instagram their idea of like making even better sausage balls. But I'm not sure if I want to branch out for a very sacred Christmas Eve traditional food. And then the next one is Christmas punch, which is basically ginger ale and cranberry juice just mixed together. And I'm very nostalgic about it. It's a really simple drink. And because I'm nostalgic about it, I love it so much. And then three favorite cookies. So the first two are very tried and true. I'm very nostalgic about these. These have been a long-standing family tradition. The first is Mrs. Borshopper's molasses crinkles. So gingerbread to me, I've always never loved it. Like I like it well enough because I've been so spoiled by molasses crinkles. I just love them. They are my favorite Christmas cookie, and I don't like them like, if I was to choose in the middle of the year, do I want a chocolate chip cookie or a molasses crinkle? I'll choose the chocolate chip cookie. But at Christmas time, the very spiced kind of cookie, I love to have a molasses crinkle. And I did make a discovery last year. Was it last year? I think it was last year. I was just making, baking several kinds of cookies. And so I put the molasses crinkle dough in the fridge. And so it came out very cold, and I baked it. And my husband and I loved them so much more this way. They were so dense and chewy. And before, if you make them, they're kind of cakey. The other way, if you use just room temperature dough, they're a lot more cakey. And I like them that way, but now I'm very much sold on the cold dough molasses crinkles. The other kind of cookie that I absolutely adore are thumbprint cookies. And so this is a kind of, they're a really buttery cookie that's rolled in oats. And then you put a little dollop of jam in the little thumbprint part, and they are just so delicious. Now, a newer addition that I think it was 3 years ago was when I first started making it at Christmas, and this is fake baking, okay? They're Oreo truffles, where you just take an entire container of Oreos and you blend them, you grind them up in a food processor with a block of cream cheese, and then roll them into balls, and then roll that in semi-sweet chocolate. So you're not gonna sit and have a ton of them. You basically have one. And they are just amazing. I love that the cream cheese kind of makes them a little bit more salty. And so that it's not just overwhelmingly sweet. I mean, they are very sweet, but the cream cheese in it is so good. So then, were those all the Christmas Eve foods? Yes, those are the Christmas Eve foods. And then Christmas morning, our Christmas breakfast, I really love. We always do a egg and sausage and cheese casserole and some sticky buns. And so the sticky buns, they can be, the dough can be made the night before, and you just put them, they're sitting on a caramel sauce, and then you bake them, and then you flip them, and they are just covered in caramel sauce and so good. I'm not sure what the plan is actually for Christmas dinner. So I know that I am not the one making Christmas dinner. Like I'll probably contribute a side or even two, but it's not my task this year. We are hosting Christmas Eve. So I will be making a number of foods for that. And then on New Year's Eve, it's maybe been 5 years, and I've mentioned this here and there in videos, is we have a tradition of having a cheese board. Now last year, it was very sad because when we visited family at Christmas time, unbeknownst to us, we were going to be getting a stomach bug first, followed by COVID. Yes, it was not a great time. My husband had 2 weeks off work. He was so excited, and he spent the first week we visited family, then recovering from the stomach bug, and the second week recovering from COVID. So that was his Christmas vacation, and he was so unwell there he could not comfortably lay on a couch to watch a movie. Like watching a movie would feel like a tiring task. So anyhow, hopefully this year we will have a big old cheese board, and we will watch the 1995 Pride and Prejudice. We watch it throughout the whole day. We take breaks, but it is our goal that day to watch it. We'll probably play some games with the boys. I love to play games on New Year's Eve. I never stay up till midnight on New Year's Eve. I've never loved doing that. Never. Even, when I was in college, never fun to me. Mandatory staying up late? No, thank you. So anyhow, I am very excited about that. And then I probably will get from the library 84 Charing Cross Road, the book, and maybe I will finally watch the movie. I have never watched the movie, and I've just heard the praises of it sung. So yes. But I am really looking forward to this Christmas season because I did mention in a prior video that we don't have to travel for Christmas. And so I think I'll be able to enjoy myself a lot more and just be with family, and then also have low-key time with our individual family. It would be fun if there was a kind of movie we were all semi-interested in seeing, of going to the movie theater to see it. We don't do that often. The last time I went to the movie theater was July, and the time before that was last December. So I really don't go that often. So it's a huge treat. We always get popcorn and candy when we do go. And I am just hoping it's a really nice kind of low-key festive time. And as you know, the 12 days of Christmas start on Christmas Day. So we like to keep the Christmas activities going. I'm hoping I won't have burned out on Christmas books and Christmas movies at that point. And we last year did our first Epiphany feast. So on January 6th, the 12th day of Christmas, we had a big feast. It was basically a Thanksgiving dinner recreated. And I have to say, the Betty Crocker stuffing recipe is unparalleled. So it's very herby and drenched in butter. So you know it's going to be good. And so I know in that time also I will be thinking about, I love the reflecting on the new year and how I want to kind of change things or keep things the same with my BookTube channel. I'm hoping that, I'll just keep this channel going for as long as I can, because it's so fun to dialogue with everyone in the comments and to share the bookish excitement that I have and the bookish dreams and goals. And yeah, just kind of the end of the year evaluating how I felt about my bookish year and kind of my goals for reading for the next year, which I won't be sharing those goals again. I didn't do that this year, and a lot of them fizzled out kind of by April. So I like just not doing that. The only one that didn't basically fizzle out was the book buying. I did go a little crazy at the end of the year. And also evaluating kind of what were my favorite books of the year. So I think that is everything. And thank you as always for watching, and I will be back with another video soon. Bye.